Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. For this one, we are going to start off with a major arcana from the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot to see what major theme or idea the universe and your spirit guides would like to talk about or address. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And before I show you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So I'm shuffling out your major arcana now. We have the Death card in reverse. This card also has the number 13 on it. So for whoever is watching this, I do feel like there is potential for you to gain more or receive more from the universe, or there's an opportunity here to change your luck, or the potential to change your luck. This Death card symbolizes cycles, and when it's in reverse, for me, this means that this is about a cycle that is still ongoing, but I want to say needs to end, but for some people this could just, to keep it vague, this definitely feels like it's about a cycle that is ongoing. And whether it needs to end or not, I'm leaning more towards that it does, but who knows? There could be some people where you're just being encouraged to keep following the path that you are on. To look deeper into this, I am going to get a minor arcana card from the Prismavisions tarot to see what detail the universe and your spirit guides would like to highlight about the Death card, this powerful energy about cycles. Okay, so we have the King of Cups in reverse. So this definitely makes me think that this is a reading where there are some cycles that need to come to an end. I feel like there may be a lack of emotional stability here that is attracting people who have the same level of stability emotionally. So the more that you find peace and balance within, the more you will attract relationships that are rooted in balance and peace. You have to remember that you are a source of power. And so you have to be mindful of how you use that power and how you invest yourself. There could be a big one in here that you're investing in something right now that is not meant for you, that reflects your shadow and not your light. And honestly, it makes a lot of sense talking about your shadow, because the Death card here, that's a lot of darkness, and it's a graveyard. I definitely feel that there is some darkness within you that needs to be worked through or transmuted, so that way the darkness in your reality can also be worked through and transmuted. I just saw 420. The King of Cups is someone who may struggle to express how they feel. So I just saw 432, so trust that everything happens for a reason. I feel that you're being called to focus more on your emotions, your heart, and your soul. You're being called to focus on that for a reason. I just saw 444. The number is all about stability, especially at home. I feel like there's just a general message here that whatever you want to align with in life, when it comes to dreams or wishes or stuff like that, you first have to align that within. I'm getting this strong feeling of energy doesn't lie. You have to receive good luck or a change in karma, you first have to be that change. I think this is just about recognizing that you have more power and control in this situation than you may allow yourself to see or recognize or embrace. I feel that there is a lot of fear in this energy, and it's contributing to the emotional instability. And this is a really good opportunity for you to build a better relationship with your fears. I just saw 555 in a way that works for you rather than against you, using your fears to fuel you and to help you feel empowered rather than deplete you and make you feel disempowered. Seeing that 555, that is the energy of change. And while I was talking about building a better relationship with your fears, that really makes me think that that's kind of what this death card is about here. There is a fear or many fears here that need to come to an end, that you need to release, whether it's releasing the fear or being okay with feeling it, with feeling uncomfortable. The only thing I have to say about that is, what is courage without fear? It's okay to experience fear sometimes. Sometimes we can't not feel scared. And that's okay. That just means you're human. I saw 654. Trust that everything happens for a reason. You have fears for a reason. Our fears are meant to protect us. But sometimes we're raised up in a way where our fears try to protect us from potential outcomes or danger rather than outcomes or danger that are already right in front of us. This makes me think that there is a lot of worrying and overthinking in this energy, which means it's time for you to focus a lot of your energy on slowing down and reflecting, the hermit type of energy. Next, I'm going to draw a card from this deck. I think I just heard sirens outside. I'm going to pull it from this deck, which are just cards that I made and channeled myself. Hearing those sirens makes me think, like, when I hear a siren, that's always a sign that the universe and or your spirit guides are trying to bring your attention towards something. So I feel like whatever comes out with this card, the universe and your spirit guides are really trying to bring your attention to it. So let's see what card wants to come through. Maybe there's a light amongst this darkness that you need to pay attention to. But we have, not yet, we're still shuffling. Oh goodness, oh my goodness, it just fell behind the table. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab that. Okay. So, wow. We have heal your inner child. That is what the universe and your spirit guides are trying to bring your attention to. Your inner child, your younger self. I think you're being encouraged to connect with your inner child so that way you can give your younger self a fair chance or a fair opportunity to process some thoughts and emotions and feelings that were created as a result of something traumatizing or something that was very difficult in childhood. I think it affected you more than you may or may not want to admit. So it's time to give the younger you the attention and the care that you always deserved. You do have the power here to end the cycles, end these toxic relationships, this toxic relationship with yourself and your fears. When I think about a toxic relationship with your fears, I mean feeling like you're not allowed to feel fear, like the goal of overcoming fear or anxiety is to get rid of it. No, that's, to not feel fear is abnormal, and that's why it's not working. I don't mean to laugh, I just relate. But it's more about getting more comfortable with feeling fear and moving forward despite that it's there. It's about stepping into your courage, the part of your inner child that loves and craves adventure. I just saw 122 and then 123. So you're being called to trust that everything happens for a reason, and to definitely remember that change really does start with you. I feel really called to just drive that message home for you, that change starts with you. You can make a difference. You can be the one to enforce or encourage change. It just starts with encouraging that change within yourself. That 555 transformative type of energy is coming through again. So if you see 555, pay attention to what changes the universe and your spirit guides are calling you to make or to get more comfortable with. And I just saw 111 and then 1111. So you're first with 111, you're being encouraged to trust yourself. So that way you can get more in tune with the universe and your intuition. And then the 1111 is just confirmation and encouragement there that whatever dreams or wishes that you have, trust yourself with it. And don't be afraid to go after it, especially if it gives you a sense of purpose and it's like about making a difference. Next, I'm going to draw out a card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle to see what your ancestors have to say about this energy. And since I saw 444, I definitely feel that your ancestors are very present with you in trying to heal from something that happened in childhood. Maybe there's some ancestors here that understand what you went through because they went through it too. I just saw 1212. It's a sign about communication and boundaries, learning to communicate with yourself and setting boundaries with yourself so that way you can be honest with others and say no to others too. For your ancestors, we have, some part of me felt like this card was gonna come out. It says, treat your body well, exercise, meditate, and massage. I definitely feel this is about prioritizing your health, both physically and mentally. They just want you to be focused on you and yourself only. I think the most important thing that you need to invest in right now is yourself, your health, your well-being, especially mentally. Definitely feel that mentally, but there could also be some physical things that you're ignoring or experiencing as a result of ignoring the mental and emotional pain. You could be manifesting illness. Now, only take that if it resonates. I'm not a doctor or anything. It's only what I feel. So definitely trust yourself and what you think those messages mean. I just saw 333, so there's absolutely an opportunity to grow here. And I feel like there's a specific way that the universe and your spirit guides are calling for you to expand. And I saw 345, so trust everything happens for a reason, that you're being called to expand in a particular way for a reason. I hope the background noise isn't bothering anybody because I can't do anything about it. But I feel like maybe that could be a message for someone. Maybe there's some noise, metaphorically, in your energy that you can't control. And it's about learning to be the calm within the storm. I feel like there could be some frustration here that you really need to pay attention to, especially if you don't want it to turn into numbness and apathy and make you lose total sight of who you are and what you deserve and what you want out of life. So 432, more encouragement to trust that everything happens for a reason. What you went through as a child happened for a reason. I just saw 444. I feel like you can really make a difference in your family line by doing things differently somehow. But I'm going to wrap up this reading with getting a rune that I made from this baggie here. Okay. So, we have the letter G. This either says Jibo or Gibo. It does look like the letter X, so maybe there's an X involved here. But we have gift, fortuitous outcome, partnership, and commitment. I definitely feel that the things that you went through is a blessing in disguise, because it's going to give you some valuable wisdom that you can use to make a difference in some way. Like, it feels like it's really connected to your purpose, and you do have the power to create a fortuitous outcome, to bring more fortune your way. You just have to, like, I'm feeling something here about energy work. You have to learn how you are contributing or creating or manifesting the outcomes that you do not want. Oh, and I did see it says partnership, so there could definitely be a romantic relationship here that, you know, whether it's an ex or someone that you're currently with, that could be the cycle that needs to come to an end, or there's cycles in that relationship that need to come to an end. Maybe you could use this. I feel like this is more about, using your relationships as a guide, a spiritual guide, in terms of what you need to learn, what information you need to gain. And with my accidentally kicking my tripod, that's not a tripod, whatever it's called, that for me is a sign of instability. So just confirmation there if someone needed it. I think maybe that relationship is or was unstable, and you're just really being called to analyze it and the part that you played in that, and, you know, what you could do to create a better outcome. You really do have a lot more power than you think. Your younger self had a lot more power than they thought. It's just about recognizing it and embracing it. But that will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, hit the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it always makes a difference. I feel called to show you this card. As soon as I said a lot, I saw that a lot. So it really does mean a lot to me, and it really does make a difference. But the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.